Okay, now you are seeing me in the lower. Again, it's the same principle. I've still got this set up on what's now my daily DaVinci setting so that I can record this. This is OBS. If I minimize it, it's still on the screen. It's just minimized, and I'm no longer in the right hand corner. I maximize it. I come back to the lower right hand corner. And I'll point all that out when I do the video editing and all that fun stuff. So let's get started. How do we want to do this? Well, obviously I just opened up 2 instances of OBS, and if I go into my daily DaVinci, you can tell that because now we have me down here and the mirroring effect, and I don't want that. So I went to this one so I didn't have the mirroring effect, and then I've got some things, the basic, well, you can tell I haven't planned this, rescripted it, or practiced it or anything. So let's just go from the very beginning. Let's just say these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just say these 36, 37 things are not here. It's a blank canvas. And we're going to add, and we're going to call this OBS tutorial, and we'll hit OK. Now it comes up here and it says this is my scene, but I don't have any sources. So now I want to go find a source. All you do is you go to the source box right here, you click on the add sign, and all these choices of sources come up. You have your application, audio input, audio output, your browser, color source, display capture, game capture, image. I mean, you guys can read just as well as I can read it off to you. The basic ones that I use are the display capture, the media source, the image, the text occasionally, and the window capture. And occasionally I do actually a window capture is, well, let's see, let's go to browser. Let's add a browser. Now here's something interesting. You would think you could go in here and say OBS tutorial. You can't. Well, actually I guess you can now. That used to be a problem. I'm going to cancel that. That used to be a problem in that this name has already been used, and maybe I spelled it wrong or something. Oh, I did. I left the T out. So if I delete this by going, highlighting it, going to the trash can and getting rid of it, and going back here, and we'll do the browser again. We'll call it OBS tutorial. It should give me an error. Wow, they must have fixed that. That's fine. So then it's just real simple. You can set your width right here, your height right here. I never change those. I never use this. I actually want to get to, maybe I'm on the wrong thing. I may have to go refresh myself on this. I don't want a local file. Okay, this is what I want, the URL or the URL, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to go in here and change this. I should be able to change this with a search, but I don't see that I can. Let me grab something here just for purposes of seeing if this is going to work. Control V that in there. Hit OK. And there we go. But that's interesting that came up with that. I don't want that. So I'm going to highlight that, go to properties. Then I'm going to go grab me something else actually. Let's try this. Get rid of that by highlighting it all, I guess. And backspacing it. Control V. Okay. There we go. For some reason, it wants me to sign in. That's interesting. Probably one of the reasons why I don't use this. I'm going to go ahead and delete that for now. I'm going to go over here to my main Zoom, and I want to come down here to this. This is a... Yeah, why is that not working? Because that should work. These are my clocks, as you can see right here. West side, east side. Left or right, whatever you want to call them. And it does work here. If I click on this and go to up here, then I get the choice. And I can make these both the same clock just by changing the web source. This is just a web source for the clocks I use at night. But I obviously don't want two of the same one, so we're going to put that back to the way it was. You can click on it, go up here. You can click on it, go to properties, and change it in here as well. And that's going to be the right-hand side, so I'm looking for right. Then I hit OK, and now I have east and west, and that's good. I'm going to go back to this one. I don't understand. All right, let's try something. Let's add a window capture. We'll just call it window capture 5 for now, because I'm going to get rid of it. Let's go in here and let's see if we can add the clocks. We can. That's interesting. Now it's going to work. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because I named. Okay, anyway. Moving on. Once you get it there, the box will be highlighted. You can grab these and make it any size you want. Okay. My clocks work out to be good about right there. You can also hold, I believe it's Alt. No, maybe Control. No, sometimes that works for me. Sometimes it does not work for me. I don't know why. I think it's a bug in OBS. So get there, press Alt. There you go. So I got it. I'm on the outer edge. So get the arrow over it, press the Alt key, hold the Alt key, and you can move it like this. Okay, so if I bring this all the way out here like that, and then resize it to where I can see that middle square, press the Alt key, then I can change it. It's like this. I think you can change this one as well. Yes, you can. Now, this comes in handy a lot of times when you're trying to just like, I just want the name, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put it right back here. Now I just have their names, and then I can lock this setting right here so that it doesn't ever get, I cannot do anything with this. It's never going to move. Now what can happen is if when I go to the source, which is running on another monitor, you can change that. If I were to come over here and grab the east side monitors right here and then expand them, well, it didn't change. Maybe that's finally going to work too. In the past, with it being locked, it's always changed. I have those set to a specific way that I like them, and it works out really good on my nightly show. So that's good. All right. Gameplay. How do you do gameplay? Well, there's a game capture right here. I've never experimented with it, and a display capture. I always use the display capture. And I do that because it's just easier for me. Gameplay, let's try game capture and see what happened. Game capture 2, apparently I've used it one time that I didn't know about. We'll go with game capture, capture any full screen application, that's fine. I'm going to go with OK. Now, because nothing's playing, if I turn this off, nothing's there. If I turn it on, nothing's there. Let me go find the one and only game that I have, which is Destiny 2. And I honestly don't remember what screen I have that on. And by screen, I mean monitor. Not on that one. It's not on that one. I know it's on one of these monitors somewhere. There it is, Destiny 2. And I believe I can come down here to the bottom, right click here, and I think I can launch it from right there. We're about to find out. I don't know where it's going to open. And Destiny 2 does take... I haven't opened Destiny 2 now in about 2 months. So this will be interesting to see if it even opens. And something should have happened by now. Not seeing anything yet. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to double-click on the icon on my desktop and see what happens. Still nothing. Maybe there's a reason why I haven't ran Destiny 2. Go to processes. OBS is running twice. Destiny is not even starting up. That's the audio's not coming through. Then you can go into here and add your audio sources, which will pop up here. Microphone output. I'm pretty sure that grabs it. But since the game's not working, I can't test it. Now I am going to bring the camera back. One of the cool things about this is, and this should mirror. It should have mirrored. I'm glad it didn't mirror. But one of the cool things about this is, the camera's not on. Now this camera is a separate camera. If I click on it and activate it, so that's the other thing I guess I should show you. If you don't have a camera, you want to get a video capture device, and then you want to go in to the properties. Depending on how many cameras you have, you want to highlight the camera you want. As you can see, I've got one. I've got my DSLR camera, which I call the 35 millimeter, my iPhone, and another camera. And then there's always the OBS virtual camera. You select it, you hit OK, and then you activate it. And there it is. Okay? So now, this is something I discovered today. Again, the red boxes, they're just off-click anywhere, and the doggone stupid boxes should go away. Of course, they're not going to because I said they would. There we go. So if I go to this eye right here, and I'm guessing this is going through, and I turn the eye off, which is in a sense turning the camera off, and because it's the same, it's the same. Cameras are sitting side by side. This is not zoom. This is zoom. If I turn this off, watch this. Got that cool little effect on there called a page peel. If I turn it back on, got a cool little effect called a page peel. I think that's neat. And I have the same thing if I go to my email. It's going to page peel away. And it's just a gimmick. It's just, it's just something to add to your stream. To entice people to watch or be, I don't know the right terminology for it. There's another way to do the camera as well. I've demonstrated that before. It's very basic. This is just all very basic. I just recently got into the effects right here, and there's a million of them. There really is. Well, there's not a million. I guess that's not the way to put it. So why are my cameras not showing? Oh, no clocks. There should be clocks. Why are there no clocks? Well, because the clocks were minimized. I needed to go find something, and now the clocks aren't minimized. Now the clocks look terrible. Something has happened to the clock. I'm going to refresh the clocks. There's one. And there's two. That's never happened before. So I have been wanting to try this. I'm going to wrap this up in about 4 or 5 minutes. So I'm going to go to the clocks. I'm going to right click on the clock. Go to show transition. User defined shader. Load shader from text file. Browse. And I do intend on going through each and every one of these. And I'm thinking about maybe live streaming it. But for now, let's just stick with what I know that works, that I like. And that would be the page peeler transition shader. Hit open. Hit OK. Right click. Hide transition. User defined. Load. Browse. Back down to page transition. Page peel transition. Open. OK. So now, when I hit this, if I hit this, it should go like that. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I haven't figured out how to make it. So if I do this one, that's the whole page. If I do this one, that's about not the whole page. I mean, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. So I need to work on that. Now to get rid of them, you just right click. Go into show, put none, right click, go into hide, put none. With all of the all of the different things just to see what to do. And probably the way that I'm going to do that, let's just sneak preview that real quick. So if I come up here and click on that, right click, transform, fit the screen, that takes the whole screen. And if I come in here, right click, show transition, user defined, loader, browse. The first one is add dot shader. We'll see what that does. Open it. Okay. We'll close it. We'll open it. And it just kind of it looks like some opacity going on there. We'll close it. We'll open it. Looks like it's a little bit of opacity, and then it changes it. Right click, hide transition, user defined, browse, first one, add, open, and okay. Then when we close it, it does the same thing as it does before. Now, I don't know if you can have, I do know, I don't remember how to do it. I believe you can have multiple things in here. But obviously, if I go in here and I change this to alpha_border.shader on whatever one I'm on now, this is show. So when I close this, it's going to be different. When I open it, apparently it didn't change. I have to work on that. I'm not real sure why this is up there, because it shouldn't be. Interesting. None. It's still there. So that's, oh, because it's above it. That's why. If I put this up there, then that's fine. Okay, cool. I'm going to wrap this up. It's a little longer than one. I still got editing to do. It's probably going to be well over 30 minutes in length when I get done with the editing. I've done that enough. I don't need to beat that dead horse. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Be sure to join us every night, Ken Stott Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stott Live. 10 o'clock Indiana time, Eastern Daylight Time, Eastern Standard Time, the East Coast of the United States, however you want to say it. 10 o'clock my time. There, we'll do that. My time. Bye for now, everyone. Thank you.